What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. This is it. This is the a very rare. This is the 2020 puzzle coin set, the Four Winds Pathfinder in Canada, minted at 800, released in 2020. The original price of this was $13.47. Silver in 2020 was $20 all the way up to $26 ish, 27. And that was the high. I actually remember that. So this was selling for $13.47, which is a lot of money for back then. So 800 mintage seems like a lot back then. That was kind of the usual, but silver was a lot more affordable. Now in 2025, 2026, kilos running at 800 mintage do not exist unless it's one of the annually released, like Perth Mint or the Australian Kangaroos, blah, blah, blah. All those are, higher mintage, but to get a rare piece, they don't really do kilos at that size. This is not a kilo. This is a half kilo. So what this is actually has 13 Pathfinders. These are not presidents. Let's see if I can get a clearer picture of that. These are not presidents. These are actually historical Pathfinders. People that contributed to the history of Canada. Let me give you an example. This came with a little pamphlet here, and it kind of gives you the years and the names of all these people. So there's 13 of them, and the first one starts at 970 AD all the way to 1963. So let's just go through one to give you an example. It also comes with this booklet to give you a little example, a little story behind each of these characters. So this is character 1, 970 to 1020. The son of Eric the Red is the first known European to have set foot on Canadian shores. So he's like the Christopher Columbus of Canada. He's setting sail from Greenland in the year 1000. Leif and his companions lightly sighted the shores of Baffin Island and Labrador before landing and wintering near L'Essence aux Meadows, Newfoundland and Labrador. So if you look at the next guy, he's the second one. He's from Italy. He was the next guy to actually land there. So that was Cabot. So yeah, there's 13 of these dudes. So that's it. Pretty cool piece. And I like that it's two-toned. You got the polished background there. You have the gold-plated 2.5 ouncer in the middle. You have 13 1-ouncers on the outside. And this is a puzzle piece. It's a puzzle piece. Let's look at the obverse. You got gold plating again, and then basically 13 of these pieces surrounding. And this is actually the size of a kilo. This is bigger than a kilo. It's bigger than a kilo. So it's hard on videos sometimes. You can't really tell what the size of these things are. So yeah, so 800 mintage, $13.79 was the original price. And just to let you know, this was an instant sellout at that time. So the actual aftermarket price on this was $3,000, and that is when silver was at $20 to $27 an ounce in 2020. That's crazy, $3,000. So today's kilos will run you about 28 to 3,200 with the mass-produced ones. But if you get the rare 1 to 300 mintage ones, usually 6,000, 6,000. It's crazy what the prices are now. And because people aren't selling their kilos cheap anymore. I mean, they're just not selling them cheap anymore. So I have problems finding kilos anymore unless you want to pay some exorbitant amount. So anyway, this I got for $1,600. It popped up. I had notifications, and I looked at it, and I remember this one. So you got to hop on these because sometimes you won't see it for years. So, and it was a really good price. If you think about it, today's rare kilo prices are what, 4,000 or 5,000? This is half kilo. So 1,600 to multiply that by 2 is 3,200. So 3,200 is usually the price of the mass-produced annual releases. So this for 1,600 is actually a really good deal. Typically when it's half kilo, it's a little more expensive, but not in this case. So I originally gave him a quick offer of 14, But I was like, man, I saw 15 watchers like in the first like 30 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to hop on this. So I went ahead and just bought it. So it is a really cool coin. It's going to be a great addition to the collection. It came in this box here, and I like when these coins come in mint condition boxes. So that means that they bought this and they received it and they put it away and they didn't take it out of the box. So sometimes these cases come like really crappy because it's just been handled and moved and stacked on so much. I just don't understand why people just don't leave it in there. Keep it in the box and keep it nice and protected. Actually, it'll keep the resale value a little higher. So it's just amazing sometimes. So I don't think there's any much I can say about this, but it's a really cool, rare piece. I was glad I was able to get my hands on it. I've been cooling it on the silver, but if something rare like this comes about, I definitely jump on it because, like I said, if you want some of those rare pieces, you may not even see it for years before it finally comes up. Especially right now, a lot of the rare pieces, especially if it's at a good price, they're selling like crazy. Like the rare kilos. If I put some of my rarer kilos that are minted, like say Germanias or any of like the MDM mint stuff, man, if you put it on 4,000, it sells like instantly. If you put it 4,500, probably instant. And then once you get up to the 5,000s, it'll still sell, but it kind of just sits there for a while. But it's crazy what the prices are doing. People are just not letting their silver go for cheap these days. So, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them. And, you know, I even saw a new post today regarding the debt and how much debt there actually is. We have more debt than all of the bullion in the world. I mean, there's so many little stats like that, it'll astound you. I wish I had a posting on that. Always trust in precious metals, man, because I think things are going to happen. At some point, it has to. The economy cannot tolerate all that spending. I mean, $37 trillion, that's just nuts. So always trust in silver. One day you're going to be a happy person, I think. Anyway, it's something to hedge, even against inflation, because this with inflation kind of goes up with inflation. So this will always benefit you. Don't think about it as spending money, just saving your money in a different form. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. I hope you like this coin. I sure do. And it'll be a great addition to the collection. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time.